Hi, I'm Sophia L from sophial.com. I'm so happy you are here. If you are new here, yay, a round of applause for you. And if you are not new here, yay, still yay, round of applause for you. So today I want to talk about something that completely changed my life. It's the reason I'm even sitting here and recording these videos for you. When you understand this next piece, everything in your life will start to make sense for you. So, your patterns, your triggers, your fears, your blocks, the things you want but keep maybe feeling stuck around your conscious mind, the part of you that doubts, analyzes, overthinks, catastrophizes. It's the part of you that tries to figure everything out, that tries to prevent disappointment, heartache, the unknown, the controlling part, right? The part of you that tries to keep everything in control. It's also the part that talks the loudest. The thoughts you're aware of, the fears that maybe wake you up at night, the planning, the worrying, that's all conscious mind, right? The tip of the iceberg, like we talked about before. Now, here's the twist that most people don't even realize. Your conscious mind is not the one running the show. The real boss, the real power is your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is the part of you underneath the surface, right? It holds your beliefs, it holds your patterns, your emotional memories. It holds your identity, your automatic reactions, the stories you made about yourself when you were just a kid, when you were a little child. And so here's the biggest thing that you need to know. Your subconscious mind only cares about one thing, and that's that familiar is safe. So it keeps you in the familiar, right? So here's the thing about that, it doesn't care if familiar is good or bad. It doesn't care if familiar is healthy for you. It doesn't care if familiar is toxic, narcissistic, traumatic. It doesn't care if familiar is aligned with your desires. If it's familiar, it feels safe, and safety is its literal job. So think about that for a moment. Every time you've said, like, I can't let this go, I can't let this one go, or that one go, I don't know, no, it's because it's familiar to your subconscious mind. That's it. So as kids, everything just felt bigger, right? Someone raised their voice at you. Oh my God. A disappointed expression. A moment of chaos in the house, a parent stressed out or overwhelmed. That child, you, me, all of us, didn't understand context. They didn't know, children don't know about adult stress, you know, heartache or bills. They only know mom's upset, dad's angry again. Something must be wrong with me. They internalize it, right? We internalized all of it. So, some of us more than others, we all have different childhoods, but we definitely all have stuff there to uncover. Make no mistake. So all of that becomes a belief for the child, right? I'm bad. I'm not enough. Love's conditional. I have to be perfect to be loved. Maybe it was I have to take care of everyone. My needs don't matter are some of the beliefs we made as children or possibly made. And unless we look at those beliefs underneath the surface in the subconscious mind, now as adults, they run our whole lives. Our relationships, our fertility, our self worth, our identity, our success, everything, pretty much. So, this is also why manifesting doesn't work for a lot of people. And it's because it does not come from the conscious mind. So you can't think your way into a new life with the same subconscious patterns running underneath the surface. So, I mean, did that blow your mind just now or not? Because manifesting is real. The only reason it hasn't been working for you is because you've been doing it all wrong. Manifesting comes from the subconscious mind, from changing what you once believed was true about yourself and choosing something better, something higher, something more aligned with who you want to be, something you actually want to experience, right? So, that's what reprogramming actually is. It's not changing you to someone different. It's actually covering all the BS, all the lies that were limiting beliefs that you took on about yourself to finding your truest, most authentic self because you lost trust in yourself when you were a child. You get to build that up again. You get to believe that you get to trust yourself again, right? So, one of the biggest ways, though, that we reprogram is through expanders. So, it's important to find people who expand you, who expand the way you think, who expand what's possible, right? Because if you start to see people doing things that you once thought were impossible, you start to realize that it's actually normal. And not only is it possible, but you get to have it too. Especially once you start reprogramming these beliefs, right? These lies that are limiting beliefs that were never true about you. And you get to reprogram all of it. So it's such a beautiful gift that you can give yourself, and you find expanders in anything that you're trying to do. If it's fertility, you can find someone to start thinking things like, but she got pregnant naturally and if she can do it, I can too. If this one built her dream business, then I can do it too. Whatever it is that you are wanting to create, right? You find expanders in that, whether it's in real life or online, you find them and you freaking bless them and you follow them and you listen to them. We want to drown out the noise that are our limiting beliefs that say things like life sucks, life is hard, everyone's miserable, there's got to be more to life, but is there? Like all these like low ways of thinking. You get to think better. You get to feel good. You get to create the life that you freaking so deeply desire. You're deserving of it. You get to feel worthy of it, right? And again, that's reprogramming. So you start to work with your mind instead of against it, right? Because your mind's only doing what it thinks you want it to do. So you can reprogram it to do and think the way that you want it to and make better, beneficial beliefs familiar, right? This is exactly what we do inside Fertility Mindset Makeover. This is how women shift from what felt impossible once upon a time to the most beautiful chapter of their lives. I fully and completely believe that bringing a baby into this world, that experience and act should be beautiful, should be overwhelming in the most beautiful ways. You should be in awe of yourself and your baby and your body, and you get to experience that. And I teach you all of that inside Fertility Mindset Makeover, which is open for enrollment now. So, if you have been struggling with fertility, if you are wanting to start a family, if you are maybe just getting engaged or just in a serious relationship, but you're not quite wanting to start a family just yet, you can start doing this work now. So when the time comes, you get pregnant quickly and easily and have a wonderful experience, which is what you truly deserve. So first, we gain awareness for ourselves and get really real with yourself. Look at your life. If it's not the way that you want it to be, if there are things in your life and maybe people in your life and yourself, first and foremost, like get really real with yourself and figure out what is it that you want, number one. And sometimes it's easier to find out what you want by knowing what you don't want. So maybe get clear on what it is that you don't want, right? Then figure out what it is that you do want and let yourself just go big there. Like, let yourself dream big. What would you tell a child who you love and think the world of? Would you tell them, like, make sure you make your dreams attainable and realistic and, small? Or would you tell them, like, no, think bigger, think better? You get to have better. So I want you to start loving yourself like that and start like that, inner critic. I want you to start programming that by thinking loving thoughts for yourself and to yourself, right? So start there. Then you're going to find expanders of proof. Your mind needs proof that these things exist, right? So go on YouTube even and find POVs of whatever it is you want. Dream mansion, family life with 3 or 4 children, soulmate partner, successful business, healthy life, rich life, peace of mind, whatever it is, right? You don't actually have to go super big. It can be whatever. And you get to have what it is that you want. You get to live the life that you want. But first, become aware of what that is. Find expanders to show you that it exists, right? Thank them energetically, really, comment on their stuff, like their stuff, subscribe, whatever, follow them, send them an email maybe. Like these are real people, so show love wherever you can. Thank people so they continue showing up too, and what you put out, you get back, right? In one way or another. You want to have compassion for yourself, and realize you get to be loved and you get to start by loving you. Go to sophiaL.com and find which course works best for you. Like, if you seriously though, like, if you are loving my content, if it's expanding or feeling like I need more of this, I need to do this, like, also just to paint a quick picture for you, the way I'm living my life currently is opposite of the way that I used to live my life. Just like didn't want to be on the internet. I didn't want my kids to be on the internet. I felt like it was so unsafe. I had this like really skewed way of looking at the internet. Now, can it be those things? Sure. Can life be those things? Sure. But I choose to believe, I've chosen to reprogram my mind to know and believe that there's beauty and magic in everything. this life gets to be beautiful. I decided to let go of that, negativity bias, and that so many of us have and are unaware of it and think like it's being realistic, and it's actually not. You're actually harming yourself. You're harming your mind, you're harming your body, your life, you're harming the people around you, because you can be a blessing or you can be a curse. So you choose, you know? And that's not to say like be perfect. Nobody's perfect. I for sure am not. But we get to be aware of our effect on people. And you have so much love for yourself. That's just more love that you have to give, right? You kind of only have like love to give. Sure, people can bring out like the ugly in you, but you won't attract that as much when your thoughts and your feelings within you are filled with just unconditional, authentic love. Just used to be completely different. I used to think totally different. I used to feel totally different. And I used to experience totally different. Now, there was nothing really wrong with my life before. Let me be clear. I've had what I wanted, and that grows over time or changes maybe over time and, and shifts. So I started to look at things differently, and the things I started to look at changed, is what happened. My thoughts have changed and my beliefs have changed, and we can be love and light for each other, or the opposite, but I choose to be love and light, and I choose to show up bravely, because it's not the easiest thing, but bravely and in full faith, knowing that this is going to reach people who need it and who will shift because of it and will heal because of it. The ones that came before me and did that for me, like, changed my life, and they don't even know me personally, and what a beautiful gift that is. So yeah, I love you. You are loved, you are worthy, you are deserving, and you get to live a good life. You really do. All right. Until next time. Toodaloo.